Okay, and now I wait for people to join.
Now we wait for people to join.
So while we wait, let's see here. On this banner you see before me, Ryan, which characters do you know from this?
That one? Let's see. All the three on the right, one in the middle. The one on the left, isn't that the one-star dragon or something like that?
Yeah, it's Omega. So see, there you go. You're worried about not knowing who the characters are? It's obvious. Not gotta worry about a damn thing.
When two of them are Goku, it's kind of hard not to know.
Exactly. You're worried about, I don't know who these characters are. I'm like, well, this banner is full of Goku, another Goku, and fusions of Goku.
And Vegeta.
Yeah, but but everybody forgets about Vegeta.
It's me and my son of the planet, right?
Me, my son, or the planet. Yes. Smart ass. Alright, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be polling for LRs. If it wasn't apparent from the title, these two LRs are still the strongest LRs in the entire game. So if you don't have either of them, I recommend pulling for it, especially because they threw Super Saiyan 4 Goku onto this banner. Wasn't expecting that. I'm more than okay with that, but it also makes me very suspicious, because this banner has the two best LRs in the game, the current hot shit, Super Vegito and Int Gogeta. Every card on here is amazing, which means the cards we're about to pull are not going to be amazing.
I mean, that's how gambling works.
Mm-hmm.
House always wins.
The voice you're hearing in your head right now is Ren. He's a good friend of mine in real life. I decided to drag him along with me, so I have a feeling this stream's gonna be pretty painful. Like, I'm gonna probably throw maybe 1,000 to 2,000 stones into this, and I have this foresight that even though everything's a guaranteed SSR now, it's just not gonna be fun.
So let's get to throwing stones at guys.
Alright. Well, first summon, here we go. Also, Ryan, they changed them. I know you don't really play the game, but they changed the animations. So Goku flies to the screen now, and people follow him.
Why is Tien there?
See, that's the funny thing is, there's random characters who follow him, but because Vegeta was with us, we have a chance for Goku to now transform and do a fusion. And if that happens, we get a guaranteed best card. Or a guaranteed LR in this case. Obviously, it didn't happen, but when you see Vegeta following you, there's just a small chance it's gonna happen.
Do they do a fusion dance?
Yeah, they do. They do a little fusion.
I think why is Tien there is a fair question.
So I wondered that too. I was like, it's Chaozu Tien, and why are they here? Also, you may have noticed that Goku went Super Saiyan 3 during that. That used to mean a guaranteed SSR, but they finally changed this to every pull having an SSR, so a lot of these animations don't really mean jack squat anymore.
Hey.
Yeah, see, you know who these people are. I mean, look at this. Dr. Gero, everybody's absolute favorite android. You know, Android 20.
I don't remember Trunks throwing his sword, but...
Yeah, you mentioned Super. This is his father's son, Vegeta. You know how there's like a father-son Gohan? This is his father-son Vegeta version. It's still a pretty good card. Problem is I have a rainbowed out, so unfortunately that means if I have a card rainbowed, I have to give them to Baba. And Baba apparently does some like weird stuff we don't talk about and turns the characters into like points that we then spend in her store. So we give her human beings to sacrifice basically, and then use the currency of that human being to buy stuff from her.
That sounds awful.
It does sound kind of awful. Where's the Super Saiyan 4 animation? Naptoon's asking the real questions. It's funny, they added all these animations in, but there actually isn't a Super Saiyan 4 animation. But it would, I guess, not work because he's not canon. Because technically there's a new Super Saiyan God animation. So I guess to keep people sated, there's no such thing as Super Saiyan 4 animation. But there's a card we can pull.
I mean, I appreciate them just taking away a whole Dragon Ball series.
Yeah,
Very
me
cool.
too.
See.
So, like I said, we pulled that Super Saiyan Blue at the end there. He may look good because he's Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but that's actually quite an old card. So at this point, that Goku's subpar to not really that great.
Goku didn't do the fusion dance with Piccolo. That's a shame.
Would have been pretty funny. I wonder, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ came out. But they don't do like any of the funny fusions. But remember the old like Dragon Ball games we would play like on GameCube, where we do like what if fusions and stuff like that? I miss things like those.
Are you talking about whenever Boo would absorb people?
Yeah, it was like
deal.
Yeah, like it was like Budokai 1 or 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's actually a DS game called Dragon Ball Fusions, where I think the whole concept is just like bizarre fusions, where like every character in the game will have like a chibi version of themselves where they fuse with somebody.
I feel like that'd get kind of confusing. Wait, who's that one?
Yeah. And that's funny. If you don't know this character, I don't really remember him either. I believe he's from, that was the one where Trunks gets a sword, and then Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and does the big fist to, like, that huge monster, like Hydra Gengan.
Okay. Hey. Yajirobe.
It is Yajirobe. But you know what movie I'm talking about? It was like one of the very last DBZ movies before Battle of the Gods came out.
No, I don't remember which one that is. I'm sure if I saw it, I might recognize it.
Yeah, you recognize the monster. I might show you a picture, because even when it came out, what? Oh, what just?
Yeah, there you go.
But did you see what just? Why did you? Okay, you saw the shadow appear, and then something was happening, and then it like zigzagged around, and then became an LR. What was that?
It was like a robot being destroyed. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but okay. So when you pull a card, what the? I guess. All right, I'm gonna click past this. Dang it. Okay, it doesn't show it there. It's actually pretty funny. It says legendary character coming. So that literally took us 2 multi-summons to get an LR. So, I mean, to be fair, I could just stop the stream now. People might be kind of pissed at that for the 6-minute stream. But getting an LR that early in works for me. But
all right, we're done, guys. See you later.
Yeah, see everybody. But yeah, people watching, you saw that, right? I'm not crazy. Like, it showed, like, so when a character appears, you see their shadow appear, and then it pops up, but, like, it showed a character, I didn't see who it was, and it was, like, zigzag, and then, poof, became an LR. There's, like, a fake-out animation that's, like, brand new.
Wrath of the Dragon.
Hey, I'll show you the card real quick. I believe I have him. The one that's Wrath of the Dragon, it's, if I go to the agility characters.
Oh, the giant beetle.
Yeah, it looks like a bug or something.
And it had that guy that played the ocarina.
Yeah, I have him. Where the fuck is? Why is he hiding from me? Show you. There he is. This guy.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah. Kind of looked like a pizza delivery boy.
I don't think he's going to be delivering pizza.
Man, see, I'm kind of glad I brought you on now, because I was for sure it was going to take me at least 1,000 stones to maybe even pull Goku, but the fact you get an LR within 100 stones is, that feels really nice. But hell, we'll keep going, because I mean, that's just, that's too easy. That's the easy out.
I want to see this fusion dance.
You know, the earlier streams I did when I came back after not streaming for a long time, I actually waited out, and I kept pulling and pulling. I was like, all right, guys, we're going to see the fusion dance eventually. It took me 2,500 stones to finally see it, so don't expect it often. It's a pretty rare animation.
Teenage Chi-Chi.
Yeah. She's pretty...
Is that actually decent?
No, she's not. That's a very old card. We need more Chi-Chi cards, because she's very neglected in this game. But, unfortunately, that SR card of hers, while it does look pretty banging, she's not that great. In fact, like, you can look at it this way. Anything in this game that says SR or R on it, at this point in Dokkan's history, is just not worth it at all. Like, all R cards are complete trash. All SRs are complete trash, except for the ones you can kind of use for, SA ups. But if it's an SR, not an SSR, it's pretty much into the garbage bin.
Oh, Krillin.
Oh, Krillin. Do I not play FGO anymore? I don't play many of the gacha games anymore. Strictly because it's more of a... You spend so much money on these, and you kind of get no actual net return out of it. Like, before it was fun, but now it's not really quite as fun anymore, because especially when you realize you've spent thousands of dollars into these games, it's like... It kind of hurts me a little bit. So when it comes...
You got Goku. The Halo Goku.
Yeah, but okay, so you know how this game works with specific cards? The amount of Gokus in this game is probably bordering on like around 50 or 60. That Angel Goku by himself is just an SSR. He's not really that great of a card. That Goku and Vegeta combination that we got earlier, that was good because that was the LR version of him. And I think there's only like, 12 pullable LRs in the game. So we got one of the 12 to kind of give a clarification. And there's over 250 SSRs, and God knows how many SRs and Rs, so your chances of pulling them is pretty much near minimum or non-existent. As for
a lot of meteorites hitting Earth.
Yeah. See, the funny thing is, you see how the screen shattered there, and it showed like a picture of Goku pushing the Spirit Bomb? That used to be the guaranteed SSR, but since we always get those now, it's like, what does that mean now? It's just kind of there. It's like, cool, what? Does that mean something? And I sort of did like a notepad that I tried to fill out before that was going to tell me what all these new animations meant, but there's so many of them now, and there's so many random factors that outside of someone like literally data mining this and finding conclusive evidence, we'll never know.
So no one's mined it yet?
Well,
usually they do that pretty early.
A guy named Colonel did, and he kind of did the math for it, and it's more than just mining it. It's like you have to... Like, if you data mine a game like this, you'll find the images. So, like, you'll find the blank image for Chaozu here. You'll find, like, the animation backgrounds, the SRs, like, all that sort of stuff. But the math behind how these animations works, that's, like, a completely different file. That's kind of like it's sort of like a selective algorithm. And these games are very selective on, you know, people not knowing what their algorithm is. Because if they find out that the algorithm is something bad, then people get angry.
Well, yeah. If it's bad, then of course people are going to get angry.
There was a time in this game, a lot of people in here will know about this, especially the global players. It hasn't been a full year, but like 8-9 months ago, somebody found out that like select players, whenever you do polls on banners, you got like quote-unquote seeded. And what that meant is that character, when you log into the game, you will pull these characters no matter what, or you will never pull these characters. It's like a guaranteed chance per person pulling on it. And I think there's debunked to be false, but during the time, this became such a big controversy that 2 days after the guy who found this out, every Japan player got 300 stones, which is the equivalent of the end-game price of this game. So 90 stones is 50 bucks, so it's 90, 180, 270. They gave out $170 worth of stones to every single player in the game for free within 2 days of this coming out. Does that kind of sound like a little bit of hush money to you?
I mean, they probably just wanted people to be able to debunk it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nice way of looking at it, and I agree with that, and I also don't really think that Bandai was doing anything too suspicious, but it was just funny to me that when this happened, every player in Japan got 300 stones 2 days after this happened. Like, the re-rolling scene for this game exploded. And, like, it hasn't had anything like that since. And global players never got that 300 stone, like, thing. So it's like an ongoing meme to this day that the global players are forever shafted by not getting the 300 stones that Bandai gave out as hush money.
Says, well, I mean, you said it wasn't actually hush money, but it was just, like, the timing was really made it look like that.
Yeah, it pretty much... There's a guy in chat saying that wasn't why Japan got the 300 stones. Like, you know, there are other reasons people say Japan got the 300 stones, but, like, using just sort of, like, the logical reasoning behind of why this happened, it seemed pretty obvious that it hit Twitter, and the guy who revealed it got, like, I think it was, like, 2,000 to 3,000 something likes and 1,000 something retweets of this. It got too big too fast, so Bandai had to shut it up too quick before... basically to stop misinformation from happening. So kind of like, whether it was true or not, they had to put a stop to it very quickly.
And I mean, stones are worthless to Bandai. Just make more.
And there's a guy named Renzi who basically does all this shit for us for Dokkan, and he pretty much debunked that it's impossible for Bandai to do what they thought was going to happen. And I agree. I don't think people are actually getting seeded. It's just funny how quickly games like this, it's like, you spent $170 on this game, and it would get you 300 stones. They gave out $170 worth of stones in seconds. It's just to kind of show how worthless this imaginary currency is. So, like, when people ask me if I play games like Fate Go and Dokkan and all this as much as I used to, it's hard to say yes, because it's like you're just basically giving money away for free.
But then you get to be the best.
Yeah, you do get to be the best. What are my thoughts on rates being 3% for which banner? As far as I know, this has been the official way for a while now. The chance of getting an SSR and Dokkan are actually pretty decent at 10%. It's just there's a lot of SSRs now, and they're not all that great. So, you know how I mentioned that all the SSRs in this game are trash? Unfortunately, a lot of the SSRs kind of suffer the same thing. Like, this Goku, for example, here. He came out right when Resurrection of F was, like, still, I think, not still in theaters, but around the time that it was still pretty current, which was around 2 years ago. And it was a really good card back then, but they had nuking back then. Nuking is no longer a thing, so if you pull this Goku, you're sort of like, it's a cool-looking Goku, but he's not really that great.
What's nuking?
Nuking means, you know how there's, like, orbs in this game you collect? Well, if you change all the colors to, one specific, like, color, a card with this was like, every specific color that you collected at this time will do that much more damage. And if you collected a whole field of it, then this Goku would just do a crapload of damage because other cards didn't have that multiplier. So that was called nuking. But now they have the game set up into phases where, like, you'll fight one version of a guy, then he'll transform, then you'll transform, and he'll keep doing this. So nuking isn't really viable anymore because you won't have the items needed to go to, like, 6 stages. When fights,
power creeping.
Yeah, like, fights used to be like 1 to 2 stages long. Now it's like 6, 7, 8 stages long. And apparently the rates for featured cards on this banner are 3%. So, sort of like what I said when the stream started, that the rates probably aren't too great, but 3% for a featured card, and what featured means is, on every banner, there's like a scouter that will show you like 10 cards that are featured. So, like, you know, all 5 that showed on the banner, those are all featured cards. And there's like a couple of extra ones.
So what else do we want from this banner?
You know how we got Goku and Vegeta? We want the other Goku and Vegeta. We got Vegito's version. We want to get Gogeta's now.
Okay.
So the ones with the halos, basically.
So you just want more men?
If you're looking for men, this is the game for you, because outside of that Chi-Chi we got, it's a pretty big sausage fest.
There's some robots.
And some robots.
And that android, I don't know what gender that is.
Fat Asian robot. I mean, it's a fair point, because when he talks like this.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to make any bold assumptions there.
And he also says things like,
now that I have you, I will absorb all of your energy.
And taken out of context, that could really mean anything.
Yeah, I don't know how the Japanese voice actor was for that guy. I might look that up.
Oh, even in the English one, man, they had the match like that robot sounded voice, but they had to make it high-pitched robot sounding voice. So whoever did it, like, kudos to them. Thankfully, they didn't have to do it for long because Android 19's screen presence was like 4 episodes long, and then he was dead, so it didn't really matter too much.
Oh, wait, Android 19 voice actor was a guy.
Of course it was. You could tell, like, just because it's a high-pitched thing doesn't mean, like, it's typically a girl. Because, like, you know, they have girls doing young boys all the time.
Whoa,
that sounded really... That sounded pretty bad.
Phrasing.
So there's a card in this game. You know about Goku Black, correct? From Super?
Yeah.
So, last time I did this, there was 2 LRs I did the poll. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Black. And all I kept saying is, please don't be Black, please don't be Black, as long as he's not Black. And once again, phrasing got the best of me, because I'm like, that sounded so racist the entire time.
So, did you, have to have, like, a disclaimer at the start of it or something?
Disclaimer, when I'm referring to Black, I'm referring to the character of Goku. Oh, dude, have you seen the meme? Wait, okay, so they just recently dubbed a lot of these episodes, and, like, there's a part where Trunks comes up, and he's like, hold your fire, this man isn't Black. It's like, out of context, I was like, wow, they literally went and said that.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
It was funny. It was I was like, God, I hope they keep that.
Because, I don't know,
God damn, how many times have you pulled this Goku, man?
What's wrong with Goku?
Oh, nothing. It's just, you know, we pulled the same Goku 30 times. So, what the people in chat are saying is apparently, I guess Global just got the LRs that we're pulling on right now, which is about right for the timeline, because they're about 6 months old, which I always feel bad for Global players, because they're pretty much 6 months behind JP, which could be good and bad, because, you know, if they read the timeline correctly, they can, you know, I'm going to hold out and pull for this card or that card. But at the same time, they're also 6 months behind, so like the hype kind of is dead after a certain point. At least to me. I know a lot of people play Global, but I just don't. Like, if I played Global, I'd be playing this version of the game, another version of the game. Like, I can't spend that kind of money. Like, I'd be homeless.
I mean, I think the hype is nice because I can read it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I understand. Like, I've gotten to the point where a lot of the games I play are English now, too, because I just can't stand all the time translating it. It's just a game like Dokkan. I played it for so long, I have, like, an index encyclopedia in my brain, so, like, I kind of know what people do. So I don't have to, like, I need to translate this. Like, internally, I have it translated already. But with most games, I can't do that, so I just look for the English version.
Is what Naptoon said right?
Asians don't have a concept of racism because everyone is Asian? Yes, that sounds accurate. I mean, who are we to judge?
No, I mean the heck Asians call good luck people Europeans.
I'm not sure.
That message.
I should do a few speed multis. See, if I do speed multis, I won't be able to see it trick me again. Like, if you weren't here earlier, we pulled an LR within the first 100 stones, and it was, like, gonna show us an image of something, and it was like, fuck that, JK, it's actually Goku and Vegeta. What do you think about the art of this Vegeta, man? Honestly, I think it looks pretty decent.
That Vegeta?
Yeah.
Is that whatever he was fighting Goku on
Yeah,
Earth?
he's doing the... There's a reverse card that's Goku doing the Kamehameha, and this is him doing the Kaioken. They have, like, little cool touches like that that make the game worth playing to me, because I think the art style they do is pretty nice.
You know, it's too bad, because he had, like, an image in the back of him doing something else. They didn't just put the Goku doing the other thing to him.
Yeah, it's not him doing something else, it's just Vegeta facing the opposite. Oh, shit! You got the image! There you go. So, I don't know how this works. So, if... I don't know how to explain this to you. So, that would mean a guaranteed LR, but since this is a Dokkan and an LR banner, if it's a Dokkan banner, LRs are never on it, except for this banner. So this is, like, the exception. So we should get a Goku or Vegeta here, but unless this is considered a Dokkan banner, we could also probably get Goku. I'm hoping it means we get a guaranteed LR, because if we get the other Goku Vegeta, that means we got both LRs in less than 500 stones. And then we could brag about that to people, and they're going to get so pissed at us, because they're going to be like, I spent 2,000, 3,000 stones, and then get either. And be like, yeah, I spent 500 with my good friend Riot on stream, and we got both of them. What are you doing with your life?
You got a Yamcha. They'll be really jealous.
Violet Bunny has just subscribed. Well, thank you, Violet Bunny. The name, that's familiar to me. Violet Bunny, where have you heard that name?
I mean, I've seen purple bunnies all the time.
Have you really? You go outside, you see some purple bunnies?
Yeah, purple rabbits, actually.
Nice! Boy! Dude, we got the one we needed, Gogeta. Which means we got Gogeta and Vegito and 400 stones.
Wait, wasn't the last one we got the one with the halos?
Nope. It was the one... Shit, you're right. Fuck. I think you're right. I was thinking because Gogeta is the physical, Vegito is the ent, and we got physical. So we got two Gogetas. Look, man.
Let's get physical.
I don't know why you had to say that, because everyone in chat would have just believed me without you saying that. And now, we're all questioning it, and now I might have to keep doing more polls to get the other one.
Yeah, but if someone in chat called you out, and then you just look like an idiot, like, no one wants that.
That's true, I don't look like an idiot. Also, this Gohan right here, he's very old, but I think he looks pretty cool. Like, they don't have many adult Gohan Super Saiyans, because he's always, like, in his, you know, his ultimate Gohan form. But, I don't know, they need to give more love to Gohan.
Isn't Gohan, like, the nerd now? Like, he doesn't actually fight?
You don't want to hear what Super's done to Gohan. Just remember the Gohan in your heart of Team Gohan and all the good days, and just don't even think about what Super did to him. Also, it's funny. You see on screen now, they made it very obvious that you have a legendary character. Want to know how?
How's that?
I don't know. There's something on screen. It just kind of pops out to you.
Oh, it's the purple around Chi-Chi, right?
Yes, it's the purple around Chi-Chi. You got me.
And the guy in the upper right that I can't name.
That's actually from you saw that was from the Frieza movie you saw.
It was?
Yeah, it was Sorbet. It was Frieza's little minion, the one who brought him back to life or whatever.
I'm not gonna remember the minions.
It was the one who was like, Lord Frieza. It's actually funny because even Frieza was like, "Who the hell are you?" He's like, I'm Sorbet. I held the planet while you were gone. And Frieza's like, oh yes, I vaguely remember you. He's the one who shot Goku, like, at the end.
That guy.
Yeah, with a little laser beam. Then everyone questions, like, how did Goku get shot by a laser? And it's like...
And die from it?
And there's a big argument, like, well, it's because he wasn't paying attention to block the laser beam, or I don't know, you know, Dragon Ball Z logic.
Yeah, because it had to be that way so they can go back in time.
And hello, Common. Sorry, I'm paying attention to the chat, and yes and no. Just going back. Jake exposed time to make a 10-minute video for that sweet ad revenue. So apparently, you calling me out the fact I pulled 2 Gogetas is enough for someone to make a video on me exposing me for 10 minutes and getting that sweet ad revenue.
I mean, you should really, like, go halvesies on it.
Yeah, expose myself.
Well, you know, you can get banned for that.
Have you ever seen a YouTuber do an apology video before?
I mean, I have. I guess I kind of have.
So, like, you notice how they start the video? It's, like, always very sad. And they're like, they do a big sigh, like, guys, I didn't have to tell you this today, but yes, I did starve all those Indonesian children. Or, like, they'll always start off, it's like the whole setup and everything around them is just, it's an apology, but it sounds so fake because they've set it up to be that way. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
I like it whenever they say the apology and then they try to justify it afterwards. Because then it seems even more like they didn't actually mean it.
That's a good point. I mean, I can understand that though sometimes, because like if you're apologizing for something you're kind of being forced to apologize for versus something, you know, you actually need to apologize for, but I see what you're saying.
I don't know. A lot of people just apologize so that way they can save face.
Oh yeah, you got that right.
Are you speaking from first-hand experience?
Dude! Did we just... Man, you were amazing luck! We just pulled 3 LRs. What, this 500 stones? In fact, we just got that 2 multis ago. God damn it.
Remember, if they have halos, say that we got the other one now.
Dude, if we get a 3rd Gogeta, I'm gonna actually be a little upset. Like, I like it, but we can't get this... It starts becoming this thing where it's like, yeah, we got the thing again! And again. And again. Super isn't a guaranteed LR, by the way. See, Z-Hall says stuff like this, that he's about to be proven wrong. See, the thing I remember about Z-Hall is, I love Z-Hall with all my heart, but he sometimes gets his information from wacky YouTube and other people, but he forgets that I created the index of this game. I know everything. Can you confirm that I know everything? Yes, Josh knows everything. Sure. Yeah, sure.
We'll go with that.
It's actually funny because Z-Hall's about to actually be proven correct because it looks like... Alright, so what I mentioned before was, when you get that fusion icon on an LR banner where they have LRs, it will mean a guaranteed LR, but since this is a Dokkan banner, this technically means that you're not guaranteed the LR, but at the same time, I actually need this Goku, so I'm going to say that I was right the whole time. Oh, we still have more shit to pull. Hold up. Oh, if the last card pulled an LR2, that was going to be pretty wild.
Who's that guy?
It's one of, remember Bardock?
Yeah.
You ever had, like, a crew?
Oh, is he a friend of Bardock?
Yeah. This game has this weird obsession with these guys. I don't know why. I hate them all. They have these special SSR monkey versions, and they're still terrible. Like, they've always been bad.
It looked exciting.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, it looks exciting, but that's where the game gets you. It looks cool, but when you use it, it's like, oh, he never does what he's supposed to do, because, like, he has a chance of becoming a giant monkey in battle. But the chances of it happening are, like, once in a blue moon, and when it happens, it's never at the right time, and your monkey never ultimates, and then you realize, why did I get this monkey? I hate life.
But I mean, it's a monkey. Everyone likes monkeys.
Yeah, everybody likes monkeys. It's actually funny. They have this new thing called categories. So, like, categories are set up like Super Saiyan 3s, for example. So all Super Saiyan 3s in this group will get a crapload of stats. Well, they made one called Giant. And even the Giant leader, who's supposed to make all the Giant cards like the monkey's amazing, they're still subpar. It's like... Dokkan goes out of its way to make those cards the worst possible, and it makes me sad because it's always the one you pull the most of, so you kind of feel like the house is kind of always kind of getting the best of you in that sort of sense.
I mean, I think it'd be funny if everyone had monkey cards.
Yeah, most of the cards you could transform into Uzaru at this point do. Like, a lot of the Kid Goku ones can do it. Bardock has one. All 5 or all 4 of his crewmates have one. Oh, by the way, this is the reverse of that Goku from the Vegeta earlier.
Oh, that makes sense. He's Kaiokening.
Yeah, the art, though, it's like, you could progressively see their artists have gotten so much better in this game over time. Like, it's some of the older cards, you'd be like, I think that looks like Vegeta if he was sort of drawn in Deviant art. And now that the game's made, like, I think they make $2 million a day or some, like, ridiculous amount. So it's like they actually hired artists who are like, all right, we'll start drawing for real now.
They actually hired artists and didn't just steal it from the internet.
I don't think they stole it from the internet, but some of the older ones are just a little like, oh man, I'll show you some examples later, so we're not just doing it in the middle of stream. But honestly,
let's not do it in the middle of stream. People are gonna be watching us. And, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course people would be like, that's not that bad a card. You're just being too, like, I don't know. You're being too cynical. You're hating on this too much. Blah blah blah.
Hey Jax, why do your streams always attract racists?
I heard you hate black people. God damn it! What's it supposed to be like this?
Don't shoot. He's not black.
Gotta say though, man, you were really good luck. Like, holy shit! I was just about to say you're really good luck because we pulled all the LRs except for mid-sentence we pulled the missing LR. So we pulled the new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. 3 LRs in 600 stones now? Dude, like, do you have like a rabbit's foot on you or something?
I got 2 feet on me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was kind of memeing it before, like, haha, you're good luck, but now I'm not really joking anymore. Like, you're kind of stupid good luck, dude.
Did you just call me stupid?
Yes, I just called you stupid because this is my life growing up with Ryan. A lot of you don't know this guy. His name, I won't say your last name, obviously, so you're not hunted down by weirdos, but he's a good friend of mine that I've known since we were like, what, 10 or 11?
Yeah, middle school.
Yep, so all my life I've had to grow up with this guy, and everything we always do is like, oh, Ryan got something better, or like the better thing happened to Ryan, or does Ryan got this, and he's just better at that, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, even in Dokkan, the first time he comes to play the game, he gets all the best cards and 600 stones.
I haven't played the game, so...
See? You don't even have to play the game. It's just like, yeah, he's around you. His aura. Here you go. Have all the good stuff.
So wait, what are you trying to roll for now? Or are you just...
I don't know.
You have everything you want.
We literally have. We can actually rainbow both the LRs I have. Actually, I'll show you who they become. So they start as that Goku Vegeta, obviously. But they transform into...
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, shiny. So you see how they're like Super Saiyan here, but you kind of see Vegeto's background sort of like faded back there.
I also like how I could see the 2 bodies being pulled together.
Yeah, pulled together. It's the nice little touches. So in-game, you'll play as Vegeta and Goku, but if your health drops to 50%, they'll fuse the Vegeta, full heal, and basically become a god. And it makes these 2 LRs the strongest of the game by far. And then this is the Gogeta version, and you can see in the background they're doing the fusion dance.
Oh, I can see it now.
Alright, so, do you remember, did we start with 2,100 stones?
I don't know.
Man.
I could check.
You don't have to check. It's just like, vaguely it was 2,100. So, in 700 stones, you got me 3 LRs and the best freaking Dokkan card of the game. So, I gotta say, it's not bad. And we're at 30 minutes? I don't know. I guess I can ask the chat. So, because Ryan doesn't know, because, I mean, he's just here to give me free shit with his magic rabbit foot luck. Do you guys think we should do more polls on something else, or should we just call it good? Because I don't know what to poll for. We have everything now. I wasn't expecting to just get everything. I could do some polls on this banner to get... I don't think I have Cell in the background there. I know it's not really something to like, yeah, it's perfect Cell, but the point of this game is kind of to be like a collectible card game, so you kind of collect them all, so I don't know, chat. What do you think? Do we do more polls, or we just call it good?
You did 700 stones, it looks like.
You are correct. Everyone knows you keep polling. See, this gambler's about yeah. Remember that South Park episode where it's like the town like bet all their money on black and then they somehow magically won. It was like $1 million, and it's like, no way, how could you possibly won? And then they're like, if we win again, we can quadruple that. Stan's like, but wait, no, we just did the and they bet it all and lose it all immediately.
Yeah, that's how it definitely goes. Well, it's time to disprove any sort of luck.
One more YOLO multi on the LRs. You know what? That's right. I'll do a multi on each of these. I'll do either 1 or 2 multis in each banner, and then we'll call it good. Ryan, that luck better keep coming, buddy.
Cell?
Yeah, it's the GT version of Cell, so it's not exactly that stellar, but him as a card in the game, like what his stats are, he's pretty good. But as a character, it's like, it's GT perfect Cell. Like, alright. To give you like a flame of reference, do you remember when Kid Goku got sucked into hell and he had to fight Frieza and Cell combined or something like that?
Oh yeah, and they started doing some weird things.
Yeah, they did like the little eye shining thing and they like sucked him down. That's actually their attack, is like that weird thing they did.
Didn't they also create like a prison
Yep.
deal?
They tried to... They put him in a prison and they put him in hell, and then like some person was talking to Frieza and Cell like, this ice will never melt, so it's like he was frozen, but Goku's energy like melted the ice because I don't remember why, but like the ice was like, he's too something.
Plot?
Yeah, because plot, yeah. And they're like, how could this possibly be? And then he like breaks out and then breaks out of hell and then it goes back to fight Super 17.
Ooh, those shoulder pads. Who is that?
Yeah, I don't actually know. Like, it's weird to me because you'd never think there's a DBZ character I don't actually know, but of all the years I've played this game, I still don't know who the hell this is. I know he's from a movie, and I don't want to say it's the Tree of Might, because I don't think he was in that one, but he might have been the Tree of Might character.
He looks like a Gundam.
He does. He looks like a starship. It's like, you know, but Transformer is like, I don't know, not transformed, and like the inside of him is like purple gunk.
I was waiting for him to like use a super attack where everything becomes a gun and he just shoots his entire body kind of deal.
I like when we asked who he is. Someone in chat says he's from GT, and the other one is he's Keiko, one of Turtle's goons. I'm gonna go with he's from GT because I know that's wrong, but it just sounds like something. It's like, oh yeah, that guy's from GT.
Who is Turtles?
Turtles? He's the Tree Mike guy. He's the one who looks like Goku.
Okay.
It's like Goku clone number... It's kind of funny because you got Bardock, Goku, and Turtles, and they all look exactly like each other.
I mean, apparently that's a pretty good face.
That was actually a really crappy pull on that banner, I'm not gonna lie. That Boo was okay, but overall... Alright, so... I know it's not possible, but dude, if you pulled me somehow a 4th LR in this, dude... I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to probably... I was gonna say I'll have to give you a blowjob, but I'm like, yeah, that might be a little much.
Please don't.
I'll give you a congratulations handy.
Can we just not?
We skipped the sexual. It's like, I'm sorry, I gotta do it, man. I told, I don't know, however many people are watching, and I would do it.
I think that's like you can have whatever you want, just don't touch me anywhere.
So, when it comes to Videl, did you prefer her when she had her hair like in pigtails like this, or when she cut her hair?
Her pigtails look kind of dumb, personally, but I like a girl with longer hair.
I was gonna say, it's like, that's some controversial stuff right there. There's a lot of people who like Videl and her pigtails.
It's just, it looks kind of silly like that, but...
It does look a little silly, but... I honestly, I kind of liked her with her short hair a little better.
Wasn't she nicer whenever she had the short hair?
You see, the thing was, it's like, she was only nicer because at that point she was actually trying to impress Gohan. In fact, the whole reason she cut her hair was for him. It's, Gohan was like, hey, it would be better if you cut your hair because it'd be out of this. And she's like, oh, you like girls with shorter hair? He's like, yeah, because it'll keep the wind out of your face. And she got all mad because it's like, she thought it was a compliment, but it was just like a, yeah, you look, I don't know, whatever, aerodynamics and some shit.
Because, yeah, aerodynamic.
Well,
that's all we need to care about.
It was kind of like the deal was like, you know, the girl thought he was being charming, but he was only just being like, I'm being dumb, and you have short hair because of this.
This is the most efficient way to do things.
Speaking of the waifu cards, so
What the heck?
What day of the year do you think this card was released on?
I have a hunch this might have been a Valentine's Day card.
Your hunch is correct. So they had a waifu bundle come out, so... Actually, do you even know who this character is?
Yeah, it's part of the Fox Ninja and the little gremlin guy, right?
Yeah, the Fox Ninja. I was like, who the hell are you talking about?
I couldn't remember his name off the top of my head.
I don't know. Should we do just one more multi-summon?
I don't know. This is your thing.
Hey, man, you think we should... I don't know. I got paid to come here, dude. I'm on the clock right now.
Just send me that check later.
I was gonna say, every minute, man. Keep her hair out of her face when she's fighting.
That would make sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of agree with you. I wouldn't say it looks dumb. It's just she looked better with short hair.
But like, whenever you have pigtails that are that long off each side, I feel like you almost have to be like a kid to have it.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, chat. We'll do one final multi-summon, and then we'll probably call it good. So because I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm just blowing stones for no reason. And unlike some other people, like when I refill, I don't like to just blow every stone I have, especially when I pulled everything I needed way early on.
It's better you blow the stones and not something else.
That's true. Man, I was really hoping you'd get to see the Super Saiyan God animation at least once. It's kind of neat.
At least I got to see Yajirobe.
Of course. It's action pose Yajirobe, and there's like only one time in Z he would have done this, so this has to be when he was cutting Vegeta's tail. That's literally it.
Well, it could have been from Dragon Ball, right?
I guess you're right, it could have been, but I'm pretty sure that iteration of Roby is from Z. I don't think you've seen too much of Super. Do you know who this is?
Is that Hit?
Yeah, there you go. So you have seen up at least to the Universe 6 then.
I've seen a YouTube video and people talk about it.
You could have been like, yes, I've seen it. Everyone's like, yeah, he knows. Right? I've seen a YouTube video where they talked about it.
I mean, I'll get there eventually.
See, the guy in chat actually a good question. So Hit was shown in Super to be like really strong, and even in like the tournament of Power, which I guess you haven't seen up to yet, and it hasn't come out in Global, so I won't like do spoilers. But like, Hit's shown to be very powerful. But like the Hit card we have in game is just trash. And you finally got like a Dokkan, and he's still trash. And I think we have one version of Hit. And he was a pretty popular card, so it was always surprising to me that we have one Hit, he's basically garbage, and we haven't seen like an update to him since.
So what you're saying is that he's a bit hit or miss?
Yep. I see what you did there. That's pretty good. It's this guy. This Goku right here. I actually like this Goku because do you know what scene this was from?
No, I don't recall.
This is when he originally went Super Saiyan, and when Frieza's talking shit about Krillin, it's like, I just blew him up, like just like that little bald guy. And Goku's like, are you talking about Krillin? It's like, don't you dare talk. And like he starts powering up like this, and they actually kind of captured that moment pretty nicely. This card isn't that great anymore, but I like it.
His hair seems too big for
Super
Saiyan 1.
The art, the rendition they did of it is a little different because it's like cleaned up. But it is how it looked. It's just, I see what you're saying though. The hair looks like a little too spiky. Alright, well, thank everybody in chat for joining us. I figured we'd do like a fun little poll thing. You know, normally when we do these, obviously we get shafted the hell and back, but it's nice to see that we shafted the game this time. You know what we'll do? I'll show all the cards we pulled real quick, because, I mean, might as well.
No, I'm glad that everyone likes that fun.
That hit and mass thing was actually pretty funny. And this is not Rinzi, no. Alright, so from the start of this, I guess we started with a Goku. We were at 800 stones. So in 800 stones, we've gotten 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 SSRs, 1 LR, 2 LR, 3 LR, 1 Dokkan. In fact, we got every card that matters, and 1 extra. So at 800 stones, we got the dream. So if anybody says that it can't be done, we've proven that it obviously can be done. Is it because we're awesome? Probably.
I mean, what are you going to do with those two? You're just going to scrap them?
Oh, no. Like, okay, so even though I have the card, in Dokkan there's this thing, like, of course, you know, to incentivize people to pull more. Like, there's dupe paths, and there's 4 dupe paths. So technically, if each card, you need 4 dupes, so you can break their paths and make them super strong. So the LRs I can now rainbow out, which means I can max them out completely to where they're like... So if you got the card normally, it'd be strong, but now I can make it stupid strong. So whenever I show friends list and people's like, wow, he's got the rainbow version of the LR, you know, people will be like, I wouldn't be your friend. So basically, like, have a bigger EP than somebody else.
Okay, yeah, just keep it in your pants, though.
Thank you.
Just let me know.
But anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Mr. Ryan for joining me this time, and we'll do another stream soon, and maybe I'll bring Ryan along too if you guys like him enough, and we'll do like some events and stuff to show off like all the new rainbow LRs we got. But until that time, I will see you all later. Take it easy now.